Okay, what is the simplest form of square root of that times square root of this? We're just gonna follow the rule of the multiplication, which goes like this. If they have the same index, we can just multiply these two by multiplying the inside number. So we can just apply that rule. If we do that, it's because they have the same index of 2. We can just multiply the inside number. 72 times 10 will be 720, and then 7 to the third power, x to the third power times x to the first power will be x to the fourth power. y2 times y3 will be y5. And then from here we can simplify that too. But it gives me a headache to try to simplify this big number. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to break down the number 72 and 10 right away from the beginning so that you don't have to deal with this big number. So if you think about 72, what times what is 72? Well, 2 times 36 is 72, and we know 36 is 6 times 6. So basically 72 is just 6 squared, 6 times 6 times 2, which is 36 times 2, 72. 10 is same thing as 2 times 5. So if I break down these numbers into more smaller forms, and then multiply them together, we'll get this thing. So 72 is basically 2 times 6 squared. We have x third, y2 times 10 is just 2 times 5, x, y to the third power. So now we have numbers and variable. We can just combine these numbers. So we have 2 times 2 becomes 2 squared, and then we have 6 squared times 5. Now we can just combine the variable. x3 times x1 will become x4. x squared times x3 becomes y to the fifth power. y2 times y3 equals to y to the fifth power. So now we have anything. Do we have anything with a square exponent of 2's that we can take out? Well, we do. 2 and 6. So we can take 2 and 6 out of the square root. So it's gonna become 12 eventually. 5 doesn't have any square exponent of 2, so 5 has to remain inside. We can rewrite x to the fourth power is as something square, which is 2x square, because 2 times 2 is 4. The reason why I do this is so that I can cancel this 2 and the square root, and then I can take this out. Y to the fifth power, you cannot do that directly, but if it was y to the fourth power, we could do that. So we just use, y square will be y to the fourth power, and then if I multiply y to that, I will get y to the fifth power. So at least I can take this part. Now I can do, 2 times 6 is 12, and then if I take this part out, I will get x squared. And if I take the y squared part out, I will get y squared. And then I have whatever that's inside is 5, and this y doesn't have any square, so it cannot come out. So this will be the final answer.